through these doors is presented by Gate City Bank.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with a tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Last weekend, UND hosted ECAC powerhouse Quinnipiac for their final home series of October. The top 10 showdown opened with a wild game on Friday night.
We knew they were kind of just like us. They play fast, they play hard, but they're skilled. Obviously, we saw that last year when we went out east to play them, and yeah, they were exactly what we expected.
They play tough, and they're an old team, skilled team, so going in, we already knew that it was going to be a dogfight, and it turned out to be just that.
So shot, they score! 3-0 Quinnipiac late now in the first period.
You know, that first intermission after the first period, we went into the dressing room and you know, everybody had a lot of belief. There wasn't any doubt in our room, and which is great, you know, great leadership.
I think we knew we were going to come back in that game. We had a lot of belief in the locker room, and obviously with the crowd and the fans, made it a lot easier to gain momentum and keep the energy in the building.
2-on-1, James across, points! James there! North Dakota on the board, and it's 3-1.
Cross ice for Blake, spins away from a check. Blake comes in, shoots, and scores! Oh my! How about that one by Jackson Blake?
I think just having the Ralph too, I mean, it's a special place, and how loud it got was just beyond incredible. So when we tied it up, it was just bonkers.
Blake still with it, moves by one man, tried to go cross ice, loose puck in the slot, a shot, they score, Jandrick! And it's tied at 4 apiece.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been here for long, but that set the expectation for me. That was crazy. You know, I've been to a lot of NHL games and that topped it, so it was even crazier being on the ice and being a part of it, so it was crazy.
Well, that's exactly what I think I turned to Dale or Sendo, and I just said, man, like, this place might explode. Like, you know what's exciting when Bubs is giving the fist pump and Carl's doing double fist, and so yeah, it's good.
Gaber down the left side, shoots, score, and that makes it 2-0.
Burgarts. South by Helston! North Dakota wins the shootout tonight!
That was a character win. That shows who we have in the room and, you know, kind of our mindset going into games and throughout games. So we have that in us, so we just got to tap into that more often.
It's a game where you can like have in the back of your memory later this year, and knowing what makes us successful and knowing that we can come back in those type of games.
Yeah, it meant a lot. Obviously going into Saturday, that gave us momentum and obviously a good feel in the room after. So even though it didn't count for any points, it was nice to get that win.
They were probably sitting in their hotel all Friday night and Saturday morning just wanting to get back, and they came out flying, and then we took the bad penalties and they capitalized, and the game got away from us.
I think the second period is when we not lost the game, but kind of when obviously we went down 4-2, and it's kind of where we just had to have played better to win that game, and it happens, but we definitely learned a lot from the game, and especially that second period.
Yeah, I think we know we can play anyway. Obviously, we have hard skill, and I mean, so do they. And I think obviously we know we can play with anyone in the country, and as long as we stick to our game, it's going to be a tough matchup for anyone coming against us.
I think for us, I think we have the personnel and we have the ability, each to a man. Every guy is skilled and can play and is fast and do our job. I think it's just all between the years at this point. Like, if we're mentally sharp and dialed, I think we'll get the job done.
UND Athletics leads the nation in community service in 2022. To keep that trend going this year, the team helped kick off a fun weekend for North Dakota Special Olympics last month.
All right, how are we doing today, guys? All right, good. We're all excited. Hey, like you said, my name's Ethan Frisch. I play in the UND men's hockey team. We can't thank you guys enough for our support. We're just excited to be out here so we can support you guys today. All right, let's have fun. Let's compete. More than anything, stay safe. And let's hear it one more time for our athletes.
Yeah, it was super fun to support the less fortunate. You know, that was a special day for them. That's the Olympics for them. So they were pumped, and you know, we're excited to support them.
They look forward to that every year, and it's something really special for them. So it was really cool for us to be a part of it and be able to kind of experience what they go through and see all those smiles on their faces.
The teams kind of came in the front of the school there, and we kind of held the sign, and they kind of huddled around us, and it was just really cool, especially when they were walking through the aisle and everybody was clapping for them, and just the joy the game brings.
And they were all happy and jumping, so that was fun to see, you know, them enjoying the day and being excited to play.
It's a bit overwhelming at times, for sure. I don't think of myself as any different than any other person. Like, we're just dudes playing hockey, so it's a lot of fun seeing their smiles on their face and just how much they appreciate that.
Specifically, the game of hockey is, we have such a privilege to play it, and to see how, you know, how much joy it brings other people. It kind of puts life in perspective.
You know, they're always keeping a light mood, and no matter how bad things can be sometimes, there's always positives to take of everything, and them being so happy to kind of compete is pretty special.
It's really contagious seeing those smiles, so I always have a good time when we get out in the community and do stuff like that, so it was awesome and a good experience.
This weekend, Mariucci Arena, the #1 ranked Gophers play host to North Dakota for a huge non-conference tilt. While they are no longer conference foes, there is no love lost between these two old rivals.
I know that it's probably one of the best rivalries in college hockey, and you know, you can feel the excitement and energy from our coaches, because you know, they lived when that rivalry was you know, within conference. But you know, you can just see, you walk throughout the pictures on the wall are against the Gophers.
Not really a team that we like. Obviously a huge weekend, probably one of the biggest ones of the year, and we just can't wait to get in there and get 2 wins.
I've heard a lot about it, you know, just the battles that they've played every year, and they're ranked 1. You know, we don't really like to view that, but that shows they're a good team. So you know, we gotta go in there and expect to play a good team, bring that, and I'm sure we'll find success.
I don't know if this is a true story or not, but you know, Ralph built that Olympic rink for getting ready to play the Gophers, because they have that Olympic-sized sheet. So just those little details that we have to get ready to play them.
Obviously a big rink, and there's going to be a lot of room out there, so we're going to need to skate and really go to work. And for guys like me, you know, there's more ice out there, so just got to be mindful and keep using your feet.
I'd say a lot of discipline and sticking to our game plan. Sometimes we stray away from that, and that's what led to that Quinnipiac loss Saturday.
I think if we stick to our games, we can beat any team in the nation. So I think it's mostly down to us and playing the way that we know we can and the way we want to. All
you need to know is when we're playing the Gophers, I think it's on us to start the energy and have a push of our own and just be ready to go. I think that says enough right there, who we're playing to. It's enough to get up for.
Those are the type of games that you want to play, where there's a lot on the line, like pride and obviously all the rankings and pairwise and all of that. But ultimately, it's just another hockey game that we need to win. We're very excited to play them, and we know they're a very highly skilled team. They're ranked #1 in the country, and for a reason. And if we play fast and hard, we can give them a good shot. I think we're really excited for the challenge, and obviously it's a big weekend with a big rivalry. So yeah, I think we're really looking forward to getting to Friday.